Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today we have a Chaos versus Empire matchup. And this time I have brought Archaon with his Swords of Chaos. Backing him up is a Chaos Sorcerer of Shadows, trying to give everybody a little bit more speed. I've got some Marauders in the main line, some Chaos Warriors out to each flank because their leadership is a little bit better. I've also got two kind of contingents of Chaos Knights with Lances and Warhounds to try and threaten that back line. Over here I do have a Hell Cannon. I've got two Chaos Warriors with great weapons back here for some armor piercing, and some Chaos Marauders with great weapons back here to protect my Hell Cannon. And you can see I've got another contingent over here. And I'm hoping that Archaon here can kind of, with his flaming sword buddies, tear through whatever elite stuff the Empire has. We go over here, we can see Jack's Empire army. You can see he has a main line here of Flagellants and Halberdiers. Nice sturdy main line. He's got 3 units of handgunners up front, 3 units of halberds in the back with the Zendler's Reichsguard. He's got a ton of artillery. He's got the Hammer of Witches. He's got Templehof Luminarch, and he's got Volkmar here and the Sunmaker. You can see he does have a Light Wizard here as well, ready to drop some nets on me. So he's got that double net going with the banishment of Volkmar. So very terrifying build here. And we'll fast forward a bit because it's just us kind of moving through this area here. And this is actually one of the custom maps made for that kind of the Steel Faith group asked for. We got somebody to make us some like balanced PvP maps. You can see that we both have a kind of ridge here we can use. There's shallow water in the middle that everybody can use. Yeah, and so it's just a big open field map, really meant for like 2v2s, maybe 1v1s here is fine. And you can see there's nice flanking opportunities. Not too many choke points. I was glad he didn't kind of move all the way up here. And I'm going to stop here outside of handgunner range, I think. Hopefully. And you can see that Hellstorm just destroying my poor Chaos Warriors. And yeah, I think I'm already taking shots on Archaon from the Hammer of Witches and the Templehof Luminarch. So over here you can see switching targets. Tons of fire coming down. Luckily these guys do have shields. You can see my Chaos Sorcerer did get hit there. And he's going to drop a massive net here. And I made a huge mistake letting Archaon kind of just like pop up here because they weren't grouped. And so Archaon is just going to get like just gunned down. And you can see he has double Net of Ammontok, so he caught my whole line here. Now he's just going to shoot it to death here. But you can see I do have this full surround going. So if I'm able to get back here, you can see the Sunmaker is luckily almost out of ammo. But you can say poor Archaon is essentially dead. Hell Cannon coming in, taking some shots at these Flagellants. I'll be switching them over here soon. And I'm going to have to bring in my Cav to try and support. And you can see lots of abilities coming down here. You can see one really good ability from this Light Wizard is those piercing bolts of burning or whatever they are. Or Shen's Burning Gaze. Yeah, that's what it is. So really just lots of single target shooting here. You can see the Hammer of Witches is firing as well. The Templehof, the handgunners. So poor Archaon is not going to make it out of this engagement alive. You can see I did get some Warhounds in here, trying to make him pull these guys back so I can maybe get some rear charges or something. But he is holding strong. You can see my Swords of Chaos have essentially almost died, and you can see my Hell Cannon is taking some shots. So here I'm coming in. Banishment is coming down. I did disrupt this firing pattern finally, and my Hell Cannon is going to switch to these guys soon. But you can see just that Templehof is just homing in on Archaon. So there's really nothing I can do to save Archaon at this point. He only regens health when he's in combat. So over here you can see the Hellstorms are firing. And man, yeah, just my elite units just are not able to do what they need to do. These Chaos Knights with Lances aren't able to hunt down like Griffins or... they'd be pretty good against... Volkmar over here, but he's just got too much chaff here. I was kind of expecting more of an elite army, so he does have me a bit outnumbered. And you can see here I'm doing some good work on these Zendler's Reichsguard, but yeah, it's not looking good. You can see Archaon fled. He's going to be coming back here soon. I did get some Chaos Knights in the back, hoping to shut down this Templehof Luminarch. But yeah, you can see it's still going to shoot there. Going to rout what's left of my leadership. And oh man, I'm just getting, just too much chaff here that I'm not able to cut through. My elite Cav that I've spent a lot of money on just aren't going to be able to do their work. And those nets and the combos there that Jack is running is just going to be too much for me. Especially with Volkmar in the field, untouched. But you can see I'm putting up a valiant fight. My main line's doing better than I thought it would. You can see my Marauders and these guys have pushed through, killed a lot of these Flagellants. My Hell Cannon is opening fire here on these guys, missing. But once my kind of Chaos Knights get swarmed here by Halberds, yeah, Archaon's going to come in. I was hoping to get to them before they opened a volley, but they're going to get a nice volley and then another net on him. So really just nice job preventing Archaon from doing what he needs to do. He's like almost 3,000 gold lord here, which is terrifying. You can see, yeah, my Hell Cannon's still shooting in. My Knights of the Realms, my Chaos Knights stuck in here. My Swords of Chaos are trying to shut this guy down because I don't want him to kill my leadership as it comes back, but you know, it's used most of its ammo by now, so probably not the best target for me. And you can see these silver bullets do scare off Archaon. They're gonna finish him off here, I think. So Archaon, the Everchosen, 2 kills, doing real good work here as he flees the battlefield. Up here you can see slowly getting through this main line, but he's just got so much presence still in the back line that it's not looking too good. My Chaos Knight's trying to find a home. Let's see how many kills my Hell Cannon has. 19, so not doing too well either. And yeah, you can see here, just all my stuff's gonna rout now that Archaon's gone. Hell Cannon not doing the best accuracy-wise. You saw it miss a number of shots here. You can see these Chaos Knights getting blasted in the back. Putting up a decent fight. They did well for, I think, how bad of a situation they were in. A lot of those halberds surrounding them and stuff. Yeah, so definitely valiant defeat there. My Archaon army just charged at the gun line of the Empire and got slaughtered. You can see my Marauders, though, doing pretty well. My Chaos Warriors is great weapons, racking up a decent amount of kills. And the Swords of Chaos, of course, doing very well. 106 there in the front line. Archaon, 2 kills, definitely what happened here. He got isolated, and maybe, I think he would have been able to maybe pull it through if he had been able to stick in there, and just, once he got into combat, it would have been harder to shoot him, but the double nets there just trapped him. And you can see the Halberdiers all doing pretty well. Flagellant's actually getting pretty badly crushed, I think, at that main line. But Volkmar, of course, doing very well, and all this artillery definitely paying for itself. If the Templehof just took out Archaon, it would kind of pay for itself, so definitely a nice pick there. Game from Jack. Now we'll go into the next one. This is another one we played here on Dead Man's Crossing, just showing you kind of how this map works. You can see it's got all this marshland that you can use. And in this battle, Jack's going to do something really smart and kind of use that marsh to his advantage. And now we have a Beastmen on Chaos matchup, kind of flipping it around. See, Jack does have Sigvald over there, a Chaos Sorcerer of Death. He's got 4 Chaos Marauders, the Demon Spew, 2 Chaos Warriors with Halberds. He's got the Elite Mirror Guard, who are a much smaller unit in Steel Faith. Let's go look at what else he's got. Let's take a look at these guys first. Oh man, they're just so cool. Holy crap, this is probably the coolest unit in the update, or in the regiments around. You can see he's got some Chaos Spawn in the middle. He's got some Chaos Knights with lances, some Chaos Warhounds with poison. He's got some more Warhounds over here and some Warhounds up there. Now we'll take a look at my Beastmen army. You can see I have kind of 2 on each flank. I have some Spears and some Warhounds, some Spears and some Warhounds. I've got a main line of Kornagors, who are very good against armored infantry and just really all infantry in general. And then I've got some Goreherd here. And each of these Goreherd is supported by some armor-piercing Minotaurs with shields. Then I do have the cow Minotaurs here in the back. And they are pretty terrifying. Since the last update, well, they came out with Beta 6 for Steel Faith, and they've kind of balanced these guys. So they reduced their health, they reduced their model count, but they upped their damage, which I think is great. And we'll see if these guys are fair, but I think this is a nice way of doing that. It's kind of limited their damage potential, cut their health by like 6,000. Yeah, so I definitely like that. You can see I've got 2 Ungor Raiders. I do have Malagor the Dark Omen here, and Gorbel. He's going to be summoning a Cygor. I do have the Destroyers of the Drakewald over here, as well as the Regiment of Renown Korux Man Rivers. Just really a must-bring as the Beastmen, because you have so little anti-large. Then you can see I do have that wing there. So we'll get started here. We'll fast forward. I should have probably been just playing it. But I'm sitting here just waiting for stuff to my mana to regen. Then over here you can see I thought he was going to bring a Hell Cannon, so I brought these Ungor, and I'm going to try and kind of sneak them through and around into the back, so as he's charging me I can get that Hell Cannon, but his Chaos Warhounds here do see me, so that's not going to go too well for my Ungors. So I do try and run away, but he's going to force an engagement here. And I'm going to get some nice damage here, but I don't think my Ungor Raiders end up paying for themselves. And you can see I am summoning a Cygor. He's going to start throwing down. And then these Chaos Warhounds with poison. They do have regeneration. They're a pretty terrifying unit. But you can see here I'm trying to route this guy off the field, so I do go to attack it. Doesn't quite work out for me, but the Cygor is going to open fire. Nice dodge there. And so I'm going to definitely switch to these Chaos Warriors with halberds, because they can't dodge me. See, I'm going to come over here, just start using Vile Tide. Doing whatever I can. Nice Hell Cannon shots coming in. There you can see my Ungors do go off the field. You can see both of our Warhounds. Devolve coming down. Anything I can do to just drop some stuff, and these lines are going to engage here. So the Ungor Raiders are opening fire. I think I'm going to switch them onto the Demon Spew ASAP. You can see my Khorngors over here have taken a ton of damage. But they do have Gorbel supporting them, which is nice. Malgor is going in the front. You can see some Khorngors are going to come in here, but I definitely don't want them fighting against Chaos Knights, so this was not an ideal engagement. But you can see here this front line of Chaos Martyrs is getting crushed by my Minotaurs, by my Vile Tides, and Devolve. So this side crashes really quick, which is definitely something I need. You can see I've gotten some Warhounds around in the back, and they're going to go after that Hell Cannon. And you can see this side is a little bit more Fearic. Gorbel getting in there. I really should have been shooting at these Chaos Bond with my Ungor Raiders, but you can see the Shaggoth is going to come in here and start wrecking Gorbel. So I've kind of crashed through this main line. I've got my spears kind of protecting my Ungors. Over here, I'm bringing some spears in as well. You can see the Demon Spew are in here, reducing the attack of all these guys. But these Khorngors have an amazing attack score. Yeah, even with that, they have 32, so definitely very good. You can see here, Prince Sigvald is coming after Malgor, who's taking a decent amount of damage. You can see my cows, Butchers of Kalkengard, are trying to find a nice place, so I'm just going to throw them in there. And just look at just a rain of devolves and spells coming down. You can see my Cygor still in the back throwing some rocks, but I'm going to be bringing him into the direct fight. One of the biggest points of power he has here is these Chaos Knights with Lances and this Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. But I definitely want to protect Malgor, so I'm going to be bringing my Cygor in here against this Chaos Sorcerer of Death. And you can see here over here trying to break these guys with Malgor's abilities, but they just have a little bit too good leadership here, and so I don't want to get caught by these guys. You can see another Vile Tide coming down, not doing very much damage. But these Minotaurs this isn't the ideal fight, but they do have a ton of armor piercing, so they'll still do pretty well. You can see the Cygor just all angry stomping over here. I'm going to lay a smacking on this Chaos Sorcerer. If you were this Chaos Sorcerer, this is not where you would want to be. Oh man, so yeah, just going to be putting some real damage down here. You can see this side is going much less well for me, but it's going okay. I do have these Destroyers of Drakwold poisoning. I've got this Shaggoth surrounded by a Doombull and some Minotaurs. In the middle, you can see Prince Sigvald just chasing after me, and Malgor's just running for his life. And over here, you can see these guys. I don't really know who's winning. I think my Minotaurs are. I've lost a lot of infantry over here. You can see my Ungor Spear are wavering, but because Malgor is nearby, I don't think they are. And you can see the Sorcerer of Death just fleeing. And he's got some Warhounds feasting, which is not the best. Oh man, did I forget about these Warhounds? I probably forgot about them the whole game. Luckily, they're very cheap, so you can see these Minotaurs just crushing through. And Malgor just running around. I'm trying really hard not to get him killed. And man, these Butchers of Kalkengard are just so cool. With regeneration, when they're inundated with Khorngors and Gors, it's just very hard to kill these guys. And I love, oh, nice friendly fire there for me. And you can see a nice Devolve coming down on this huge blob. And you can, oh my god. That Purple Sun just like wrecked my Quirk's Man Rippers. They were almost full health. You can see Malgor running away from it as well. And you can see this Shaggoth is over here fighting this Cygor. The Cygor will definitely lose this fight, but he'll put a little bit of damage down because he's got 475 weapon strength. And you can see my Ungor Raiders are supporting this fight with their 1 armor-piercing damage. You can see Gorbel over here struggling to deal with these Mirror Guard, but this is kind of the ideal fight for shielded Minotaurs fighting armored elite infantry. This is what they're best at, so they're going to be paying for themselves pretty easily over here. You can see this Hell Cannon scaring off some Ungor Raiders. I do have Prince Sigvald surrounded, but I don't want to give him too much attention because he does have that endless regeneration. So you can see I'm going to bring Malgor over here, try and finish off this Chaos Sorcerer of Death. You can see this Dragon Ogre is coming for Malgor, coming for the Butchers of Kalkengard, but these guys are definitely not going to go down without a fight. Cow is fighting a giant lizard dragon? Lizard dragon? Nobody knows. So you can see my Ungor Raiders fleeing in the background. But I have my Korax Man Rippers in here too, so they are just going to be taking... This Dragon Ogre is not going to be liking this fight. You can see my Cygor is dead on the field. You can see I'm trying to get rid of this Soul of Damnation, but I'm just making it fire faster by attacking it. You can see the Dragon Ogre trying to get away, so I'm bringing all my Minotaurs in here. You can see the Mirror Guard stood for a long time against the superior force here, but they are fleeing now. So yeah, it's really just Sigvald, Shaggoth left. Shaggoth is going to be kind of just terrified, broken off the field. Malgor here has a lot of different ways to hit your leadership, especially with Devolve and all of his abilities. Some of my Ungors are trying to keep these Chaos Knights with lances away. They do have shields, sadly, but yeah, they're going to just break here from army losses. It's just going to be good old Sigvald actually is breaking as well. The Gelded Prince. I think that's his name. But yeah, you can see those Chaos Warhounds with poison got 100 kills. The Soul of Damnation doing very well as well. Mirror Guard even getting 100 kills. The Marauder front line just got destroyed, but that's kind of what you expect against Beastmen, just because they have such impressive mainline infantry. You can see the Chaos Sorcerer of Death with those Fate of Bunas getting not Fate of Bunas, Purple Sons of Xarius getting a ton of kills here. Even Sigvald racking up a decent amount. But yeah, really these Chaos Knights with lances just got swarmed by too much infantry. 137 on these Chaos Warhounds. They're probably chasing down my Ungors. We can see this one did not do as well. A little sad performance from the Daemon Spew, but they were fighting armored Cornigors and Minotaurs, so I guess that's sort of to be expected. And you can see my Butchers not getting very many kills, but these two getting an okay amount of kills. Didn't use it on my Warhounds. And you can see my Corngors, my Gores doing very well, and the Korax and the Spears just doing their job. But anyways, great set of games showing off one of the new maps for the faction wars that's going on right now. So if you guys do want to join in on the faction war shenanigans, please do join our Discord. And yeah, the Steel Faith Overhaul public Discord. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, guys, and that's that. Or that's not that. Okay, here we go. If I can get it to go. Anyways, that's that.